Welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, the show that gives you advice on everything from hair to fashion to skincare products. We'll talk about the latest trends in makeup, hairstyles, and anti-aging remedies. And we'll cover all of the newest fashion trends. If you have an interest in or questions about the beauty and fashion trends that might work best for you, the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast has got you covered.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I am your host, Mel. Guys, doing something a little different today. I usually record in the beginning of my day. I don't know, I just like to get things done. If I've got a lot to do, you know, you guys get it. I'm just the kind of person I gotta get it done. So, today, I'm recording a little later. It's, nighttime, I guess you could say. It's nighttime. So I thought I would do a little episode on my nighttime routine. I thought that might be fun, do a little nighttime routine with you guys. So I'm going to run through my entire routine. We're going to talk about it. So basically, I'm going to get right into it. I think, like I said, I'm a morning person. I usually work pretty early in the morning. I don't really have a good morning routine. I wish I had a better morning routine. It's just that with work, my schedule's always different. I never really know what I'm going to be doing. I never know where I'm going to be in the morning. My mornings are just as important. I do have so I guess I'll talk a little bit about my morning routine too. Why not? When I do have mornings, when I don't have mornings, I'm usually up and out by like 5 a.m. if I've got an early morning. But if I've got some time, like if I'm not in until like 8, I wake up relatively early still. It's just my body clock. I'm waking up around 6 a.m. So I wake up around 6 a.m. I like to have coffee. Me and Joey will sit in bed and we'll have coffee and we'll watch a show together, And then we'll spend some time and then, I get going. I'll get going and I'll get ready and I'll go to work. I don't really have much of I take my showers at night. I find that a lot really helpful, as far as I'm an empath. I feel like I take on, a lot of other people's emotions and what they're going through and what's going on. I really take that on myself. So I've found that showering at night and putting that into my routine, I can kind of, cleanse off the whole day. I can take, everything that's been going on, all the stories that I've heard, all the people that I've talked to, all the stuff that I've piled on to myself throughout the day, I wash it off all at night. And I'm obviously going to talk all about it. I'm going to get right into it. I kind of have a very strict nightly routine when I do it. I'm not going to lie to you. It gets away from me sometimes. I don't do it every night. I really should. Because I talk to you guys about that a lot, self-care and taking the time for yourself. So that's pretty much what I like to do with my mornings. I like to have a couple minutes to myself, even if I can. Even if I'm getting out of the door at 5 a.m., I am giving myself some time. I'll leave a little bit earlier, and I'll give myself a couple minutes to just sit in my car and give myself that, little bit of time for me before my day starts going, And if I'm in a little later, like I said, I'll take the time, I'll take my morning, I'll have a coffee, and I'll just, relax for the morning, get my day going, get my day started. Now, if I am off, if I do not have work, like tomorrow, I don't have work. Well, that's a little bit of a different situation, but I'll fill you guys in, whatever. But so tomorrow I don't have work, but I sold my car. So I have to head on down, get that whole thing situated around 8 a.m., hoping that's how that goes. So, and then we're going to go, me and Joey, we're going to go get breakfast. So, tomorrow I'll probably wake up relatively early. I'm an early riser. Even if I try to sleep in, it just does not work for me. It's just my body clock. I'm always up super early. So my body's just ready to go all the time. So, which is fine. I don't mind. I don't wake up tired, and that's what's important. So I'll wake up probably relatively early and give myself my morning, do my morning skincare routine, which is a little different than my nightly routine, which I will talk about. As far as skincare goes, I will talk about it when I get to my skincare. I think I'm going to start, as if I'm going to run you through it from the very beginning to the very end. And I'm going to start with, now this might be weird. I don't feel like I've ever talked about this on here yet. A little bit maybe, but if I'm going to talk about my nightly routine and even sort of my morning routine, I got to talk about it. So I would like to say recently, in the past year, I've really started, finding myself spiritually. And I've turned to, more of universality type situations. I turn to my crystals. I'm into the universe. I like to take control of myself and take accountability for myself in all aspects. I like to align, body, spirit, and mind all together and take responsibility and accountability for all of that. And I've been, really finding myself spiritually through the past year. And I like to take the time to meditate. And when I say meditate, I'm not saying it's different for everyone. It's really different for everyone. It depends on what works for you. For me, I like to set my intentions for the day, whatever they may be. I'm going to pick out whatever I'm going to be carrying with me that day, whatever crystal I'm feeling, I'm vibing with. And I'm going to set my intentions. I'm going to give myself 5 or 10 minutes. It really depends. If I've only got 2 minutes, it's only going to be 2 minutes. But I'll take that time and I'll set my intentions and I will get my day going. And I have really found it to help me stay on track, to keep, my emotions, on deck, to, keep everything, like I said, an aligning of, body, mind, spirit. And I have really enjoyed it. I think it's really made some positive changes towards my self-care. And that all stems back to, me being an empath. It's just that I don't take enough time for myself. So I try to find times in the day where I could unwind or, set myself up for success, whatever that may be. And it's usually through some type of meditation. In the morning, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my intention. I'm going to get it straight for the day. I'm going to give myself a couple minutes just for a couple deep breaths, get myself situated, get my buddy, whatever it's going to be that day, and, get on with it, for lack of better words. But I've found that it really helps me with my self-care. So I like to put that in my morning routine and my nightly routine. Like I was saying, for empaths, it's so helpful to shower at night. You can cleanse off everything from the day. And I have really found that to help. I did used to shower in the morning. I used to take a couple showers a day. I used to shower when I was in college, I'm talking like it was forever ago. It was literally a couple months ago. But I would shower. I would go to school, I would come home in between when I had time, usually for dinner, and I would shower before I would have dinner, and then I would shower sometimes when I got back. Or, that was my daily shower. So, it's same type of deal, same type of routine. It was just at a different time in the day. But it was always not just a cleansing of, basic hygiene, but a cleansing of the day. And it has definitely made a difference for me in taking care of myself. I'm trying to put myself first more routinely. And I've been putting that, because I do my morning routine and my nightly routine pretty strict. I try to do my best and follow in with them and do each routine as I should and take that time for myself. I think that that's what I really want to talk about the most when I'm going through this with you guys today, because I feel like your morning routine and your nightly routine some people just kind of do it, and that's okay. You do you, but some people it's just, their routine. It's just their skincare. It's just, their shower. But you can take that time and instead of it just being your regular personal hygiene, your regular skincare, that could be your self-care for the day. That could be your time. You don't have to rush through your skincare, unless it's in the morning and you got somewhere to be. But you know what I'm saying? If you have that routine, you have that built-in time for yourself, that built-in self-care time where it's all for you. I mean, when I was in college, again, like back in yesteryear, but when I was in college, every Sunday was my self-care day. I didn't have work, and I usually didn't have any homework, and I usually didn't have any kind of rehearsal or anything to do. So Sunday, I would try to sleep in as much as I could. And then whenever, it was time, I'd finally roll out of bed. I'd make myself a coffee or a tea or whatever I felt like having that day. And when I was done, after I had my morning, I'd hop in the shower and it would be like my self-care shower. Now, I've got a regular shower routine. I don't want to sound like I've got like a million different shower routines. I really don't. But you get what I'm saying, when you have more time, you do more. So Sundays, I would really take my time and I would have the best shower ever in the whole world. And then I'd, take my time with my skincare and I would go through each thing, taking my time, really focusing on myself and giving myself that time for the day. And I would do my face masks. I'm going to talk about that too. So I would do my face masks. I would do my hair care. And then I would literally reset everything. I would clean my room. And not even like crazy. It's just like, from the week, you get a little disorganized. So I'd clean my room to, whatever standard I needed it to be. Wherever it was, it's always different. I'd clean my room and it would, I'd light some sage. I would reset everything. And then the rest of the day was for me. It was whatever I needed to do, whatever I needed to get done, but it was for me. And I feel like, especially with the world the way that it is, I've been talking to a lot of my friends and, it's really hard if you haven't lived at home. It's really hard coming back home and like being with your families. You don't have as much time to yourself anymore. You don't have that self-care time. You don't have that alone time. I mean, wow. I was just talking to Joey the other day about alone time. We really don't spend a whole lot of time anymore together, like just us, because, we're living here with my family. So it's just like, whoa, this episode got crazy personal really fast. Like really, it's totally fine. Like I still feel like it's all, I'm talking about my self-care. It's my self-care. It's my nightly routine. I'm sharing a little bit extra. Although that's what you guys want to hear, right? You want to get to know me. I want to get to know you guys. We'll get on that level, I feel like we're enough episodes in that I could share a little bit more with you guys. And it's a little bit more personal, instead of just like, this is what I do. This is what I use. I want to share it all because I do really, like I said before, I do think it's really important to take that time out of your day for yourself because it's really easy. Basically what I was saying before is that it's really easy to get wrapped up in your day-to-day life. It's really easy to get busy way too fast. And, you've got your to-do list that's growing and growing and growing and you haven't even taken the time to make sure if you're okay. You're checking in on all your friends, especially during COVID, your friends, your family, you're checking in, you're doing everything you can, but are you checking in with yourself? Are you making sure, are you listening to your body? I think I've said that before in one of my episodes, and I know it's kind of a difficult thing to say, to understand. For the longest time, I really didn't understand it. And it kind of clicked with me today. I'm going to tell you guys this really quick little story before I really hop into, the nitty gritty of my nightly routine. I want to share this with you guys. Like I said, I like to buy crystals. I like to, I feel like they help with my healing. I feel like they help with my spirituality, so on and so forth. If you guys ever want to know more about that, I would love to talk about it. It's not really like beauty tips, but I feel like it's a personal care type thing. I think at least. So, let me know, of course. But, like I was saying, when I buy them from an Instagram page. It's an Instagram sale. Absolutely love it. It's literally the best part of my Sundays. They usually do live sales every Sunday, and they don't always talk about the properties of the crystal when, they're showing them. And I don't usually know what they are. I don't like to know what they are because I like to just be drawn to whatever it is. For whatever reason that it is making me feel like I have to get this one. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Melissa, really? No, really. I mean it. So for, the past week or two, I usually keep pretty good track of what I get, and then I write down the properties after I get it, and then I can keep track. It's like a little encyclopedia of my own stuff. So basically, the past week or two, I've gotten a couple that I haven't written down, that I haven't looked up because, like I was just saying, life got way too busy. I was getting overwhelmed. So today I took the time and I sat down and I was looking them up, and literally everything that I've been struggling with right now, I feel like there's a lot going on in my head that I can't find the words to explain, for example. And the crystals that I've been, receiving are what I've been looking for, what I've been needing help with. And it just dawned on me today. I was like, oh my gosh, how crazy is that? The universe works in strange ways. And I saw that for myself today. It was a nice little refresher to remind me hey, you need to get back on track. You need to start taking better care of yourself. And it was definitely a reminder that I needed. So I thought, what better way than, to get that reminder ingrained in myself than to talk to you guys about it too. So that was a really big little thing there. It was a little personal, but I'm okay with that. I want to start sharing stuff like that with you guys. I told you guys last episode I kind of want things to be a little different here. I'm trying to do different things. I'm testing out, whatever. And I think that this episode is definitely going to be a little bit more personal. We're going to talk about self-care. We're going to talk about my nightly routine. We're going to talk about how I wind down. So, yeah, I'm going to take my first break, and then I'm going to hop right back on here, and we're going to get started.
The GSMC Life and Happiness Podcast takes you on a journey of exploration. We'll discuss tried and true methods alongside the latest trends of how to best live your life to its fullest and happiest. From psychology to meditation, science to self-help books, the GSMC Life and Happiness Podcast will help you to discover what makes you happy and how you can live life being the best you possible. Download the GSMC Life and Happiness Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type GSMC in the search bar.
All right, so we're here, we're back, and I'm going to start with my shower. Now, what I want to say first and foremost, because quite honestly, one of the many things that I can thank my fiance for is changing my shower game. Now, I used to think of showers as, it was just like what you had to do, right? It was your personal hygiene. It was just like, a quick in, quick out, get it done, get yourself washed, get yourself ready, Now, it is an entirely different ball game. And I think that that's the way to approach it. And I know you're like, Melissa, you're talking about a shower. Why are you talking about it like this? And honestly, it's because I think that once you start thinking about these times, these little things that you do all the time, like these routine things, as your self-care and your time for yourself, it changes that game. It really switches it all around. And, that's the whole point of this episode. So basically what I want to say about the shower before I even start talking about my routine and what I use. This is your time to cleanse everything off from the day. This is your time to take that time for yourself and focus on yourself, listen to your body, figure out what you need, and give it to yourself. So, let's talk about it. So, I take my showers at night. Or if I'm going somewhere, I'm going to take it before I go. But I typically take my shower at night. And I do that because I used to take them, just as I needed them. But I read this a while ago that people who are empaths, and I mean, if you're an empath, you already know you're an empath. You just kind of take on everybody's emotions and you take on everybody's, problems and you put it on your shoulders too. You kind of carry, it's like co-signing a loan. But it's like co-signing a loan. You basically somebody says like, hey, I've got this going on. And you're like, okay, pack it on. And then at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I've got this person that has this going on and this and this and this and this and this, plus everything else that's already going on in my head. And it's nice to take that time as an empath and get it all out of there and start new. And if you set that intention in your shower, it doesn't just become a shower anymore, it becomes your time. And you're cleansing away the day and all of those other issues, and you're taking that time for yourself. That is what is most important here. That is a takeaway. It's important. So basically, now let's talk about the cool stuff, right? My routine, right? The products. That's what you guys really want to know. I know. But also, well, whatever. Okay. So basically, I always start first with shampoo. I don't know if that's a weird thing. I feel like a lot of people always start with shampoo, right? I don't know. But for the longest time, I'm trying to find it. I got it on Amazon. It's a funny story, actually, that I will share, of course. When me and my fiance just started dating, I would stay at his house and his mother would give me this shampoo and conditioner. She's like, oh, I got it from, this hairdresser a while ago. And, I didn't really like it. I'm almost out of it. I got to get a new one. So you can just put it in Joey's bathroom and that's what you could use. So that is what I did. Now, I literally fell in love with it. It was the strangest thing. I just really liked it. And it was nothing special. Nothing special. But I don't even know what brand it is. So here I am now. Oh, you're kidding me. So I literally am just finding this out right now. I'm on Amazon looking at the shampoo and conditioner. Because here's the thing. Like I was saying, she would give it to me whenever I was there. So I went and bought it for myself. I bought the color preserving. I still have it. It's a huge bottle of shampoo. I just thought it was ISO. That's really what I thought. But it's a Joico shampoo. I never knew that. Literally not at all until this moment in time. That is crazy. So it's Joico, ISO. The one that I'm using right now is the Color Preserve hair care shampoo. I always tend to go towards Color Preserve. My hair hasn't been colored in probably a year or two, but that usually just means that it's not going to have any sulfates. So I always go for them, just right off the bat, even if my hair's not colored, because I feel like it's a little bit gentler on my hair. Now this is not Curly Girl approved. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Not Curly Girl approved. But it smells really nice. I really like it. It doesn't strip my hair of its natural oils, and I can get it on Amazon. It's kind of like if I have, if I want to try a new shampoo or, whatever the case may be, this is my backup. This is my go-to. This is what I always have in the shower for, all the time. It's my go-to. So, like I said, the Joico ISO Color Preserve hair care. You can get it on Amazon. You can get the big one for $20. I don't think that's terrible. I don't know about the conditioner. I don't use this conditioner. So this is strictly the shampoo. And like I said, I like it. Now, what I've been using instead as my, this is the new thing, is I've talked about it before, the Paul Mitchell tea tree. I love this stuff literally so much. My family, everybody's on it now. Everybody loves it. I got my whole family on this shampoo. So this is the tea tree special shampoo, the Paul Mitchell. We have the shampoo and the conditioner. I gotta say, I love this stuff. Now, the one that I talked about, I'm not gonna give it away. You're gonna have to go watch that episode because it's a good one. Or watch it. What am I saying? Listen to it. But you're gonna have to go listen to that episode about my dupe for the Paul Mitchell if you're not trying to spend the money. But I will say it is worth it. It is worth it because, like, you get the jumbo, the same thing as the other, the ISO, the Joico, which is still a good brand. Like, that's a name brand. You can get that at salons, Joico. You can also get it at TJ Maxx. So, I mean, what am I really saying here? But the Paul Mitchell, you can get it on Amazon for $35.50, but a lot of the time, and this is what we did, I'll wait until Ulta is doing their jumbo sale. They'll do a jumbo sale and you can get like 2 jumbos for the price of 1, something like that. It's always a pretty good deal. It always makes sense. And if the deal makes sense, I say go for it. So we stocked up on the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree shampoo. Not the conditioner. I don't know if this is weird, but I'm always more willing to try new shampoos than conditioners. I've kind of got a conditioner that I absolutely love. I've got 3 that I kind of swap between depending on the day. But right now we have a little bit of the tea tree conditioner left over. I've been using that. I absolutely love it. And I think what gets me about the tea tree is the tingly feeling. It just makes you feel super extra clean. And I don't know. That's worth it for me. And, you know, it kind of feels like, I don't know if it's kind of similar to like peppermint when you use peppermint soap, how it gets like that cooling kind of tingly feeling. It's super refreshing. Like, I can't get over that. So that you can get on Amazon for $35.50. But like I said, it's always better to wait for Ulta and do the jumbo sale and get them that way, you know, get the bang for your buck. That's what I like to say. So that is the shampoo that I'm currently using, and I'm also using that conditioner. Rate it 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. Now, the conditioner that I normally use, it's my go-to conditioner. I think I've talked about it before. I'm going to talk about it again. That's fine. Is the Amika RX, or the Triple RX, I think. Amika Triple RX conditioner. Now, honestly, I'll be so honest. I got this at TJ Maxx. And I stocked up on it. Who knows why it was at TJ Maxx? I've seen it in the stores and it looks the same, so I went for it. And I absolutely love this stuff. It is my go-to conditioner. It's literally the best. You need the tiniest amount. Like less than a dime size. I'm serious. This stuff is thick. It is luxurious. It honestly kind of feels like a mask. Like they have that Triple RX mask that I'm also going to talk about because that is also in my routine. I love that. It's thick, this Triple RX conditioner. It is super thick. You need the smallest amount. And I mean, I don't have a lot of hair, so, you know, shampoo and conditioner usually lasts me a while anyway. But, like, these aren't, like, huge bottles, you know what I mean? Like, they're like squeezy tubes, you know what I mean? But they're not, like, huge. And they last me forever. Oh, literally, here it is at Walmart. Are you serious? You can get this at Walmart? No. You're kidding. That's not real. Well, it's out of stock, but anyway, just so I could look it up and tell you guys, so I'm not, like, just pulling it out of thin air. But the Amika Triple RX conditioner, this container, like the one that I have, is an 8.5 ounce container, which really is not that big, but this lasts me so long because that's how much you need. And it is so luxurious. It feels so good on your hair, and it doesn't, now, I don't want to say that it doesn't leave any kind of residue, because I think it does. I'm trying to test it out. That's why I've been using the tea tree conditioner a little bit more than the Triple RX Amika, because I feel like it was leaving a bit of residue on my scalp. And, like, I don't normally have an itchy scalp. I don't normally have any kind of dandruff, like anything like that. But after extended use of the Amika, I started realizing, I was like, maybe this is leaving some kind of, you know, nasty little residue. Maybe I should try something else. So I was swapping it out, seeing, you know, if there was any difference. I have noticed a difference, but I don't know if it's from the conditioner. So that is still a test in process. I still am going to tell you that I love this conditioner because I really do. It is one of my favorite products. Now the other one, the Triple RX mask is amazing. This stuff is hard to come by, honestly. I feel like I haven't seen this anywhere in a very long time, so I kind of use it on the down low. But I have it in the big tub. I got the big tub. I went for it. But it's the Triple RX mask. It's for damaged, dry hair. It's super moisturizing. And that's why I like it, because it's really moisturizing for my curls. So if I want to go curly that day, if I want to keep my hair curly, I want to go all natural, I'm going to use that mask as my conditioner. And I usually leave it in. You know, I'll do my shampoo, I'll do my conditioner, and then I go through with the rest of my shower routine. So that it's the last thing that I rinse out. It is the last thing that I do. So it's in there for most of my shower. Probably, you know, I would say that my showers are normally 15 minutes, maybe a little bit shorter, depending on the day. And when, you know, that it sits in my hair for at least 10 minutes, that mask. Even my regular conditioner sits in my hair for at least 10 minutes. This stuff is fantastic. I feel like it's a really good, you know, it's what it says, for damaged dry hair. It makes your hair super moisturized. It is so awesome. I got my family on this one too. Not my whole family, but my sister and my aunt, they love this stuff. They like when we want to tone, well, my hair was blonde. When I wanted to tone my hair, my aunt does the same thing. She'll mix the Clairol Shimmer Lights in with this mask, and we'll put it on our dry hair and leave it in like all day, basically until it dries, to tone our hair. And it is like a miracle. That little mixture. It is like wow. Something I would have never expected. But that's the other thing too. The Clairol Shimmer Lights conditioner. It is the purple conditioner. I don't even waste my time with purple shampoos. They don't make sense to me. Not gonna lie. Don't make sense to me. I always just go right for the conditioner because the conditioner stays in your hair longer than shampoo. You know what I mean? So I will let it sit. I'll let that conditioner sit in my hair forever until it dries out, and then I'll wash it out. But that's the Clairol Shimmer Lights purple conditioner. You can get that on Amazon too. Let me take a look really quick so I know I'm telling you the right thing. But I love this stuff. I've tried other things too. I've tried it's at Sally. It's in like a gold container. I feel like you know what I mean. But it's in like a gold container. I think it might be, oh man. And it's like a light purple. That's the thing. That's the thing with conditioners. It has to be a dark purple. I don't understand how it works if it's not a dark purple. This is a dark, deep purple, and it works wonders. Like, wonders. So you can get it on Amazon. I was getting them in 2-packs for a while, just because I'll get one and then I'll give the other one to my aunt. But you can get like a big one with a pump for $20, Prime. You can't beat it. You really can't. And it works wonders. My aunt actually found out how good this was because she was buying it for my grandfather. When he started getting old and getting gray hair, she would buy this for him, and he would use the conditioner on his gray hair, so it wouldn't get brassy. She was a hairdresser for a little while, so, I mean, it's not, like, totally weird. So, I think that was everything in my hair routine. I went through my shampoos, my conditioners, my mask. Yeah. I think that's everything for my hair in the shower. I have a little bit for my hair after the shower, but that is my hair in the shower. So I'm going to take my second break, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to keep going. We're going to keep talking about the shower routine, so don't go anywhere.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Okay, so we're back. It wasn't too long, right? So we talked about hair, we talked shampoos, and we talked conditioners, and we talked hair mask. So next up, after I get my conditioner in my hair, I'm going to let that sit as long as I can, and I go right into my skincare. Now, I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's my routine. It's my routine. It's my routine. So, I go right into my face wash. My face wash right now that I am loving, I've talked about it a lot, I'm gonna do it again, is the Kiehl's Sativa Seed cleanser. Yeah. Kiehl's Sativa Seed cleanser. I'm trying to get on the website here. My Wi-Fi is being so slow right now. That's just rude. So the one that I've been trying right now, I have a go-to. Obviously, I'll talk about it. Don't even worry. You know I will. But the one that I have been going for is the Sativa Seed one. It's been working really well. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase yet. I haven't finished it yet. But so far, so good. It has, some good claims as far as acne, oil control, and, calming. It has oregano oil in it. And the oregano oil is supposed to calm your acne. Because, when you get those, really big, really painful under the skin, super red pimples, it's supposed to calm the acne. So, it is the Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil Herbal Cleanser from Kiehl's. It is $28. I have had this for a very long time. I really don't know how long it's been, but it's been a very long time. So I would definitely say it's worth it. It is a little expensive for a cleanser, but I would definitely, anything from Kiehl's, I'm going to tell you it's worth it because every single thing that I've gotten from Kiehl's, I have not been disappointed with. And I would not lie to you. I just wouldn't. So, it's good for problem skin. Like I said, it's supposed to help with, it's the redness and the discomfort. It's going to calm, because even the oil that I use, it's for calming and, getting the redness, the inflammation out of the park. And it definitely does that. I do feel like it calms my skin. However, I don't know if it actively, fights against my acne. I actually don't even know if it really claims to do that. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually don't know if that's a claim. Let me see. So the Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil is good to maintain the skin's barrier and relieve the discomfort while calming and soothing the skin. The oregano oil helps to relieve problem skin. Okay, so I see. So it's not necessarily, to fight your acne or treat your acne, and that is kind of what I thought. So I guess for its claims, it definitely does the job. It definitely calms my skin, definitely gets rid of that redness. I do get a lot of those painful kind of big red, uncomfortable bumps. on my jawline because I am lactose intolerant, but I still can't help myself. I love cheese and ice cream. I'm sorry. What can I say? So I get those pimples on my jaw, like from, my dairy breakouts. And I have to tell you, that really makes a difference. This cleanser alone really makes a difference. So that is first and foremost. And I take my time. I'm going to say it again. Once you start thinking of these simple day-to-day tasks as your time and your self-care, it changes the game. So I really take my time. I actually count. I'll count like 30 seconds in each spot that I'm, washing my face in. So everywhere gets an equal amount of love and cleanse. That might be a little weird. That might be a little OCD, but that's just what I do to make sure that I'm getting everything covered. I'm taking my time because I find that a lot of the time, even if I'm not in a rush, even if I'm going by everything that I'm telling you guys right now, I'll find that I'm rushing, literally for no reason. So I feel like counting helps me slow down and reminds me to take my time because this is my time. So after the Kiehl's is the Formula 10.0.6. That's such a long name. I also feel like I'm not saying it right. But it is the One Deep Attraction Cleanser. And this stuff is really good. I got this, I want to say maybe 2 years ago. And I didn't have high hopes for it because the price point is insane. This cleanser is only $7. $7. Now, it's supposed to be a gentle exfoliator. Now, it's like an acid exfoliator. It is not, there's not little beads, there's not little anything. That stuff really scares me. That stuff could be really terrible for your skin. I feel like that's why I have such bad scarring to this day. I was a St. Ives apricot scrub girl, and I'm sorry about it. I regret it. I wish I never went down that road. But we're here, and we're making it better, and we're making strides every day. We don't know her anymore. She rip St. Ives apricot scrub. So anyway, next up, it's the Formula 10.0.6 One Deep Attraction Face Cleanser. It is a detoxifying daily face wash. The charcoal is supposed to get all of that stuff out of your pores. That's why they make those like charcoal nose strips and things like that. So it's going to get all of that dirt and grime and nastiness right out of your skin. And then the willow bark is the exfoliator. That's what's going to, get the dead skin cells out and then help regenerate new skin cells. So this is the same way, I take my time. I love this cleanser. This is another one that I feel like has really calmed down my acne. And even just my natural redness. I feel like I had a lot of natural redness, a lot of painful discomfort, uncomfortable acne. And this was another one of those products that I got out of the shower and my face wasn't like beet red, like I just scrubbed the crap out of it. You know what I mean? This, really calmed my skin while also exfoliating, which is like really hard to come by. Cause even, the mask that I'm going to talk about, the exfoliating mask, still leaves my skin, with redness. So these two products cleanse, get it all out of there, and exfoliate while calming and protecting and somewhat treating my acne. I would say that this cleanser treats the acne because of the charcoal. It's activated charcoal. It's a detoxifying ingredient. It's going to take out all the toxins that's all in your skin. It's, it's a detoxifier. So I feel like that is semi-treating the acne while also getting rid of all that gunk and nastiness. So yeah, that's the next cleanser. I used to have a third cleanser. It was the Mario Badescu Orange Cleanser. I finished it. I didn't repurchase it. It was a cream cleanser. I wasn't really here for that. I like I like the suds. I like, the foam. Like when it foams up, I really feel like I'm getting a deeper clean. I know it's in my head. I know it's in my head, and I know you're saying, Melissa, what are you doing? That's all in your brain. I know. I get it. But I still feel like it makes a difference. It makes me feel cleaner, and that's all that matters, right? So I didn't repurchase that one. It just wasn't for me. So that is it for the face. So next I move on to, well, depends. It depends. I don't regularly shave my legs. We're getting really personal here, guys. I don't regularly shave my legs. I just don't. That's one of those things that I feel like for me doesn't, add or take away from my life. I feel like I sound like an idiot, but I just don't. It's just not for me. So that's why I feel like that's why my showers are pretty short too. So after the face, I go right in for my body wash, the whole thing. I have a couple different things. I have a bit of an addiction for soap. Like bars of soap. I literally can't control myself at all whatsoever. I used to get these soaps from this place. It was, it's a little store, and they make those loofah embedded soaps. Oh my God. And I went crazy for this one. I still have like 3 of them, 3 backups, because that's literally how crazy I am. I cannot run out of soap. I can't, because I have this massive obsession. So, I have a couple of those. The scent is peppermint patchouli. I'm pretty sure you could buy online. It's Pure Suds Company. But it is my favorite scent. They have a whole bunch of different scents, and they do holiday stuff, and I'm sure they do fall stuff. So definitely check it out, Pure Suds Company. But my favorite scent is the peppermint and patchouli. Now this peppermint, like I said before with like the tea tree, this peppermint isn't a tingly peppermint, but it's just enough of that cooling effect that you feel clean. And then the patchouli kind of cuts it, so it's a little sweet, it's a little musky. I tend to go for the muskier soaps. I like smelling like a fresh man out of the shower. What can I say? We all have our, what we like. So that is one of my favorite soaps. That is one of my go-tos. But recently, I have discovered something amazing. And I am here to share it with you today. Even if you're like, Melissa, I am not on board with the crystal thing. Okay, sure. But there is this page that I found on Instagram, actually. Let me pull it up really quick. The page is called Crystal Bar Soaps. And I found it on Instagram. They're a small business. You can buy online. But Crystal Bar Soap is my ride or die right now. I absolutely love this stuff. She does bath bombs. She does shower salts, bath salts. Like, oh God, she just came out with body scrubs and body butters. And this is another step towards, for me at least, and I'm sure, everybody has their own way of doing things, and this is just mine. But this is another step for me towards making my daily routines into self-care and time for me. So these soaps I get the bars of soap, and there's crystals embedded inside, and the scent and the crystal and all of it combined, like they have a sticker on the front, and it'll say what the crystal is, it'll say what the scent is, and how it's all supposed to, what it all means. What are the properties, what you're doing for yourself, and so on and so forth. So I have a couple that I've tried that I'm going to talk to you about, because I feel like, yes, scent descriptions online are helpful and all, but you really want to know. Like, you don't really know. You know what I mean? You feel me. So these are also 100% vegan, which is fantastic. And they're also doing an end of summer sale right now. So everything is 20% off. And I guess you can get 20% more off of the sale items. So now is the time. Now is really the time. So there's bath bombs, like I said. They do awesome stuff. Bath bombs, bath salts, body butters, and the soaps are what we are going to look at. I am so excited. I just put in a new order because I had a couple. They last me a pretty long time. I will say that. I feel like bars of soap can, cheaper bars of soap. Like, I remember my fiance, Joey, he'd literally go through a bar of Dove soap in like 3 days. Like 3 days. But these last me a really long time. Like, it takes me a really long time to get the crystal out. Not gonna lie. So I am trying to find the ones that I have tried, and they're all so pretty. So pretty. Guys, when I tell you that these are the prettiest soaps, like I could stare at these soaps for hours. They are literally, I'll post them on the Instagram because they are literally so stunning. So they have a Zodiac collection for the soaps. So you can get, whatever your Zodiac sign is, you can get a soap that matches. So I'm just going to pull one up just so I can tell you what I mean when I was saying about how they have the crystal and the scent and how it all ties together. So this is the one for Cancer. Cancer is my moon sign. It's called Moonlit Harbor. Let's see. So the crystal inside is a red jasper. It tells you why it's chosen. It says it's protective. It's going to build your stamina. It's going to help you overcome adversity and to be a stable support system for your loved ones. And the scent is a comforting scent. So, and they say it's inspired by the moon. That's so cute. It's eucalyptus, peppermint, and then obviously a couple other things, but those are the main scents. And it's going to aid in, getting that, empath energy. Because Cancers are naturally empaths. I am a Cancer moon. So it's going to get you into that relaxed state. So what I do when I'm looking at these, I'll read through the descriptions and I'll be like, that is what I need right now. And then, as I'm taking my shower, that's where I'm at. I'm like, okay, I am cleansing off all of the energies. I'm getting myself back to where I need to be. So now let me tell you about the ones that I have used because I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. Some of them are exfoliators, and that, guys, that is what's up. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is the Moon. These are not in the Zodiac collection. By the way, I have not tried any in the Zodiac collection, just so you know. So the first one, and you can get them in large and small. So the large bars are $14. The small bars are $8. They're awesome. They're just, oh gosh, I can't talk about them enough. So the first one I'm going to talk about is called Moonchild. This one has a rainbow moonstone in it, and the scents are lime and peppermint. This is amazing. This scent was nothing like I was expecting. I'm a big fan of Stress Away. The essential oil from Young Living. I am not in a pyramid scheme, but I am so into the Stress Away scent, and I thought this was going to be very similar, and it was. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. I absolutely love this one. And okay, so what's next? Which one? Take me back to the main page. You know what? Actually, I have a lot of these to talk about. So I'm actually going to take a super quick break. I'm going to come back. I'm going to talk about the rest of these soaps on here. And then we're going to hop into the after shower routine, the skincare, your nightly skincare, I'll be right back, guys. Stick around.
Do you want to be healthier, yet you just don't know what to do? All these shows telling you this and that, but nothing seems to work. Well, listen close. Golden State Media Concepts has got something great for you. The Health and Wellness Podcast dedicated to workout trends, healthy eating habits, diet, and everything about healthy living. Join us in our banters as we help you not just live life to the fullest, but live it to the healthiest.
Okay, so we're back, and we're still talking soaps. This is Crystal Bar Soaps. I found them on Instagram. We're on their webpage, and I'm just gonna run through the soaps that I've tried with you and tell you why I love them. Because I feel like it's always better to hear from somebody what they're really like. You know, you can never really tell. I think, at least. So, all right, we are here. We talked about the Moonchild one. That one is and it's so pretty. I literally can't get over how pretty these are. Like, that is honestly the draw, I think, the most. And it's funny because you don't realize, like, exactly why you're drawn to it. And then, you know, you'll look at it and be like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And then you go and you read it and it's like, you need this. It's insane. I think that stuff is just too cool. So the next one we're going to talk about is Zen Daydream. This is maybe my favorite. I don't want to say it definitely is, but it is up there. It definitely is up there. So this one has silver leaf jasper inside. Super, super pretty. It's supposed to help with balance. It's going to give you strength of purpose and promote stability, mental clarity, and it's going to bring a sense of wholeness to your life. Now, the scent is where it's at. This is musky to the max. It is a blend of lavender, basil, peppermint, thyme, palm leaves, amber, marigold, and violet. This is musky, but like not super musky. You still smell feminine. It's a feminine musky. It's floral with a little bit of that oomph, you know? It is amazing. Now, I think this is the one, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say it on here, which is strange. Oh, there. Okay, yeah, it is. In the pop. Okay. So this is an exfoliating soap, and they use poppy seeds for the exfoliant. What? Like, this is the most gentle, but also, like, you still get the exfoliated feeling. This soap, the poppy seeds is honestly what makes it for me. I made a new order. I will totally give you guys a review if anybody's interested. I love these soaps. You know, please buy them because they're so fantastic. I want everybody to share in this soap. It's really a soap obsession that I have, but these soaps specifically are so awesome. So the poppy seeds are such an awesome exfoliant. You feel so clean, but it's not like, you know, rubbing up against your, you know, it's a healthy kind of exfoliant. And like, poppy seeds, come on. That is awesome. So, okay, that was Zen Daydream. Now let's see. These are seriously so pretty. Like, I really can't get over it. Like, I can't. Okay, so the next one, this is actually one, it's funny. This one's called The 7 Gifts, and I was telling one of my friends about these soaps, and I actually gifted this one to her because I was telling her about them. I was like, these are so fantastic. I can't get over how amazing they are. And she was like, oh my gosh, really? And I gave her this one to try. I said, you know, try it and let me know what you think. And then if you love it, go get more because they're literally awesome. So this is the 7 gifts. Now the 7 gifts, they're wisdom, knowledge, counsel, courage, understanding, and reverence, wonder, and awe. So it's just, you know, these virtues. I'll read what it says. These virtues are gifts of the human spirit and can be found within us all. This bar was created to remind us of the gifts we already have within. So the crystal inside, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. But it's, you know, promoting clarity, linguistic capabilities for communication. You know, it's also going to help you see the worth in a human being. You know, it's the 7 gifts. It's going to bring you back, like I said again, and realign your spirit, mind, and body. And that is what the message is for this guy. Now, I can't say too much about the scent because I didn't use this one. But you know, we obviously opened it before my friend left, and this stuff it's the same kind of thing as a Zen Daydream. It's a feminine musk, which is just, oh gosh, I love that scent. It is a blend of bergamot, lemon, jasmine, lavender, cardamom, melon, rose, sandalwood, and vanilla. Sandalwood is where it gets me. Sandalwood is literally my go-to scent. It is so calming for me. I put it on my bed, like sandalwood essential oil. I put it on my bed before I make my bed. It is my favorite thing ever. And like, I'm going to post pictures of these soaps and, you know, give them a shout out on Instagram because they are so pretty. Like, I can't even describe it to you. Like, this one here, the 7 Gifts, it's like a deep blue and it's got this run through of like gold kind of shimmer and there's white in there and it almost looks like a painting of like the sea. Oh gosh, they're so pretty. You almost don't want to use them. They're that pretty. Now this other one I got is what I'm using right now. It is called Flower Child. I'm gonna tell you, I'm sorry about it. It's not my favorite. I wanted to like it more, but I think it's the scent that gets me about this one. I thought this was gonna be for me, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. This is let's see, where's the scent? It is a blend of jasmine, green tea, bergamot, patchouli, vanilla, and musk. Now you'd think, Melissa, that's all the stuff that you just said you love. I know, but for some reason I'm just not here for it. Maybe because the mini ones are kind of weird for me. I'll be honest. The mini ones are a little weird for me. I feel like the large ones kind of just fit, and that's the whole point, actually. The shape of the bars are a little bit, different. They're not, your typical bar of soap, but they form them to fit perfectly in your hand so you can hold it without dropping it. They also make them for lefties too, so if you're a lefty, there you go. But they make it perfectly, so like it fits in your hand. Like, how cool is that? Right? Okay. But this one is the one that I'm using right now. So far, I'm not crazy about it. There's other ones that I like more. I really think it's just the poppy seeds, though, that get me. So, like I said, those are my soaps. Those are typically what I use. And that is really the most important part of the shower, for me at least, is really getting the cleanse on. And like I said, I'm getting everything off from the day and recharging, refreshing, realigning. So that is it. Then I'm rinsing out my conditioner and I'm hopping on out of the shower. Now I want to tell you guys one more time, the soap is Crystal Bar Soap on Instagram. It's also crystalbarsoap.com. I love this stuff. Even if you're like, Melissa, I'm not into the crystal thing. Even if you get this and you're just setting your intentions, you don't have to be into it, You're recharging, resetting, realigning. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Okay, so after I get out of the shower, we're going to talk about my nightly skincare. I feel like it's a little different depending on what's going on with my skin, obviously, but I hop on out of the shower and, like I said, the last time I think I talked about this, I've been using the micellar cleanser. I do think it's breaking me out a bit. I do think it's breaking me out a bit. It also could still be that I just introduced a new product into my routine. That happens to me sometimes. I've got some sensitive skin. But, I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep trying it. As my extensions are slowly falling out, I'm starting to look like Cynthia from the Rugrats. If you know, you know. But like I said, I think I'm going to go and get them removed for the appointment just so that I don't look like Cynthia. But anyway, yeah, so I'll come up and I'll start my routine. So I've been doing that first, taking a cotton pad and kind of just letting them soak, getting them nice and super clean. Next, I have been using, I'm trying to finish it up, the Ordinary glycolic acid toning solution. I don't think I'm going to repurchase, guys. I think I'm going to go back to the Glossier one. I think I am. Because I won't lie to you, I haven't really noticed much of a difference. I want to keep trying new products. As far as toners go, I'm always trying new toners. Both of the toners that I have right now are new that I've been trying and been using pretty faithfully since I've gotten them. It's been a couple of months. And I have definitely noticed a difference in my dark spots with the other toner that I'm going to talk about. But this one, as far as my texture goes, I'm not really seeing a difference. So I'm going to go back to the Glossier one. I talked about that one before. It's just like the exfoliating solution, and I'm gonna give that one another shot because I did like that one, and I do think that I did, maybe if I take pictures this time and I could do a little bit more of a detailed review, So I've been going in with that. I use my hands more often with my toners so I could really press it into my skin. Again, taking my time. This is my time, my self-care. I am putting that time into myself. Following through from the shower and washing off the day and then starting off, my night for me. So then the next thing I do is my other toner. It is the Ole Henriksen Dark Spot Toner. It's okay. It's all right. I'd go in with that with my hands. I really like the scent of that one the most. I think that's the kicker for me. The scent, that's my favorite part. But it's a dark spot toner, so I'll go in with that really nice with my hands, taking my time. I like to go in upwards motions with with the liquids like this, and really press it into my skin and let it dry. And then the last liquid that I go in with is probably one of my favorite products ever. Hold on, let me pull it up because I want to tell you the right thing. This has really changed the game for me. I'm not going to lie to you. It really changed my toner game, my serum game, because this is one of those like products that you don't necessarily think about. At least I didn't until I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, why have I never done this before? Why was this never a part of my routine? This is the Iris Extract Activating Treatment Essence. Now, essence are extremely important in your skin routine, depending on, what your problem is. For me, this is an anti-aging facial essence formulated to reactivate your skin's youthful appearance. Now, I've talked about this before. If, you can kind of go hand in hand with anti-aging with your texture. It's going to do the same thing for the most part. So this is a ride or die product for me. I do this after my toners, before my serums and moisturizers, and you do a little boop boop. This is what I compared to Worcestershire sauce. You take the lid off and you do a couple shakes. And it's like the perfect amount in your hands, rub it together, and literally upwards motions. I do it on my neck, all the way up to my forehead. I love this stuff. Now, it's supposed to kind of prep your skin for your serums. Let me tell you exactly. Yeah, here it is. Our unique facial essence is an essential first step anti-aging treatment to help soothe skin texture, reduce fine lines, and boost radiance. So it's going to help your routine. It's going to hydrate, exfoliate, and prepare your skin for the next step. Now, I know that sounds super bougie, or like, Melissa, do I really have to prepare my skin? But it's kind of like, I think of it as like a primer, like your makeup primer for your foundation. This is my primer for my serum. So I let all of those liquids, I give them all their time. I take my time with each one, let each one dry before I go in with the next, and then I go in with my serum. Now, I've been using the Midnight Recovery more often than the sativa seed because, like I said, I feel like the cleansers that I use in the shower do a pretty good job of calming and treating. So I've been going in with the Midnight Recovery a little bit more often, the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery facial oil rather than the sativa seed one. I like to use the sativa seed one in the morning. I use that in the morning right after I do my morning skincare. I don't do a full tone, it's basically cut down in the morning for the day. I cleanse my face. I do my iris extract. I do the Kiehl's sativa seed oil, and I let that all sink in, again, giving it its time before I start my makeup. I feel like that oil is really good for daytime for my makeup. But Midnight Recovery is the way to go for the night. I used to just put like one drop on my middle finger and then rub it between my fingertips and then go in with that one drop. But recently, I've been getting a little bougie. I'll take it out. It's a little dropper. And I'll put 3 or 4 drops in the middle of my hand and then rub it together in my hands and then go in with all my whole hands, like my whole palm. And I go in with the same motion that I did with the toners. And I feel like this just kind of helps me, again, take my time and focus on the product, focus on myself. And I always make an effort to press my products into my skin. So yeah, I'm going in an upwards motion and I'm rubbing it all in. But afterwards, the last step, I always take like some big presses. I'm literally doing it right now as I'm saying it. And press all of the product into my skin. Now, I also use an eye cream at night. It's also the Midnight Recovery eye cream. I have used this forever. I love it. It gets rid of my dark circles like you would not believe. This stuff is fantastic. And you need the tiniest amount. And I put it on my ring fingers. I warm up the product and I, again, press it into my under eye. I'm super, super, super gentle with your under eye. You don't want premature wrinkles. Take your time, girl. And then I've been using the vitamin C moisturizer. Let me look that one up really quick too. I have to say though, I'm not really here for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was gonna be a lot better than it is. Maybe, again, and I feel like I don't give products enough credit because I'm trying to battle texture and that's a really tough uphill battle. But typically at night, I go in with the Powerful Strength Vitamin C Serum. It's super strong, super potent, vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. And, it's for your texture. It's supposed to, firm your skin, diminish your fine lines and wrinkles, smoother looking skin. It's got, ascorbic acid, all the good stuff. Seriously, all the good stuff. And it's supposed to, and now this is another one of those things that I've seen a lot of people use and they've seen, a difference in like a week. Whereas, and I think with me, it's just because my texture is so bad that it's going to take some time. So the vitamin C is supposed to help with aging. So like I said, and improve your texture. So aging goes hand in hand with your texture. It's the vitamin C. There's another kind of vitamin C. And then your hyaluronic acid. So it's building, it's taking away and building up. That's the whole point of, this moisturizer. And I've been using this off and on. I don't use it every single night. Maybe that's what I need to start doing though. Maybe that's what's going to get it going. I'll bet you that's what's going to get it going. So I go in with this moisturizer. Like I said, it's in a pump. It's a super easy pump. This is pricey, and I don't know if I think it's worth it yet. I don't know. But it's in a pump. Put it in the pump and, warm it up in my fingertips. And then I press this in, but I do not put this everywhere. Literally only put this in my problem areas. And then sometimes my forehead, but mostly my cheeks where my texture is. And I get it into my texture. Now, I feel like I'm not giving it enough credit. I have to say, I definitely have noticed a difference since I started, focusing on my skin texture. I definitely have noticed a difference in my skin. It used to be so bad, guys. So I really have made some strides as far as my skin texture goes. So that is it for my skincare. Sometimes I use, another mask from Kiehl's that I can mention super fast. I don't use a whole lot of masks. I really like overnight masks. That's kind of my thing. But let me find this one. This one's so nice. But it is an overnight mask from Kiehl's. It's like an overnight firming mask, I think it is. I can't find it on here. I know they still have it. I usually get it as a sample. Literally every time. It's the only face mask that I really use. I have other ones. I also use the ordinary acid masks. But like I said, I don't feel like they're making that much of a difference for me at the moment. May or may not be giving that enough credit. I don't really know. So the mask that I normally use, and what I'll do if I'm going to use this mask is I'll go up to the Iris Essence and stop there and then put this on. This is the Ginger Leaf and Hibiscus Firming Mask. It's an overnight mask. It's going to smooth your skin overnight. This stuff is amazing. It really does firm your skin overnight. I am not kidding. My skin looks like a baby's butt in the morning after I use this stuff. It is crazy. But what I will say is you have to wash your face the next morning because this will clog your pores in a second. Right when you wake up, wash your face, go in with your toner, your regular morning routine. But this stuff is crazy. I literally can't believe how amazing this product is. This is the Ginger Leaf and Hibiscus Firming Mask. You need the tiniest bit. It's like a cool formula too. It's like a whipped formula. I love this stuff. That is my favorite mask. It's my go-to. It's really the only one that I use. But that's on my self-care days, when I want to treat myself. I think I'm going to do that tonight. Maybe I will. What do you guys think? You think I should? I think I should. Okay, guys. So anyway, that wraps us up. I hope you guys liked my little nighttime routine. It was kind of fun, not doing it alone. It was a little strange because usually it's like my time for myself. But like I kind of tried to go through it with you guys as I was doing it. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked my nighttime routine. And don't forget to take the time for yourself. This was a personal episode. I'm okay with that, though. I'm okay with it. I'm good with it. I feel like there was a lot of stuff in here. I really talked a lot about, me and my self-care. And hopefully it will help you guys in your self-care, So thanks for listening to the GSMC Beauty Tips Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. Guys, subscribe to the show. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Subscribe to the show. You'll always know when everything's posted. And make sure you leave a review. Please leave a review, especially on this one. I want to know what you guys think. I'm trying to do different things. I'm trying to, get out of my comfort zone, do some things that I wouldn't normally do. This was a little weird for me, recording a little bit later in the day, doing this whole thing. So, yeah. Leave a review. It's so super helpful. You really have no idea. And also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're everywhere. Make sure to check out on Instagram. I'm going to post pictures of those soaps because they are top notch. Y'all need it. You need it. You need it in your life. So follow us on the social media, subscribe to the show, leave a review. You know what to do. And thank you guys so much. Have a good night.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast, part of the GSMC Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or anywhere you find podcasts. Just type in GSMC to find all of our shows from the GSMC Podcast Network, from health and wellness to entertainment and life and happiness to sex and relationships. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's episode of the Golden State Media Concepts Beauty Tips Podcast.